Peace and love, family. I just want to bring something to your attention. As I stated before, this whole Black Lives Matter movement and everything that's going on, it's a lot of confusion and stuff going on behind it, behind the scenes. So, I'm just doing my own research, just kind of seeing who is over the Black Lives Matter movement, who is, stringlining this movement. And as you go to their page, there are no names listed. Now, of course, some people probably may do that in order to protect themselves, maybe. But the whole thing is start the question, okay? Why is it that there are so many people donating so much money to Black Lives Matter, right? If Black Lives really matter, all this money being donated, what are they using the money for? Okay? So, I think about Flint, Michigan, not having clean water for like 7 years. All right? All this money going to this Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives really mattered, when they donate some of that money to Flint so that we can get clean water? Because clearly the government doesn't give a fuck, right? All right. If you look at the similarities between Black Lives Matter and the agendas that are kind of like going on at the moment, it's all a correlation. They're all connected. Okay. At the end of the day, this is like a political movement at this point. All right. There's agendas going on, and they're utilizing the recent event in order to streamline what they want to do. All right. And they meaning the false elite. Okay. Now, if you really just look at what's going on, nothing is really changing. You know what I'm saying? They painted a few streets like Black Lives Matter, but there was just literally another article posted literally yesterday talking about another man, dying from the same type of inflicted pain that George Floyd went through. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, basically, is that the way people are really trying to go about things isn't providing the change that you really want to see. What it's gonna take is gonna take us, and I mean us, melanated people, it's gonna take us to withdraw from what's going on and create and do our own shit. You feel me? Like, it's really not hard to really think about. The systems that have kept us oppressed include the school system, teaching us false histories, teaching us whatever the bullshit they want to teach us, the justice system, of course, the system of food that's going on, there's a lot of artificial food out here that, I realize there's we genetically modify so much stuff here, there's not even seeds in bananas, a lot of people never even knew that there were seeds in bananas. You feel me? But now that people are starting to grow their own food, they're starting to see like, oh wow, like this don't look like what's in the store. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is like, it's gonna start from the root, and the root is the youth. Okay, so we really gotta start changing the system if we really want to see a change. And it's not necessarily gonna happen with just defunding the police. Because my question to a lot of people is, all right, okay, cool, let's defund the police. All right, so what's next? The police are defunded. They're not getting any pay. So, of course, they're not going to really care about doing their job because a lot of people need incentives, right? A lot of people aren't even working for the right reasons. They're not doing it because it's in their purpose. They're doing it for money. So, we defund the police. Okay, cool. Now, what's next? Because with that going on, they're not going to obviously take too well to that. So, who's really going to hold people accountable is the next question. Who is it going to be? Is it the military? Is it the community? Because right now, the community can barely hold what's going on accountable. You know what I'm saying? We barely can hold each other accountable. So we got to really start reevaluating what the purpose is, all right? What's really being pulled over our heads, okay? Because, a lot of people are just, I'm talking about 10 toes down for this Black Lives Matter movement. And now people are starting to question because they're like, where's all this money going to? And what are they doing with it? What is all, what's changing? And now people want answers. But it's like, this is the same thing that happened with this is going to continue to happen on grander scale, on larger scales. And if you're not able to see with your first eye through the bullshit that's going on, you know, you may get too caught up into what's really about to happen and unfold, and you're not going to be able to be like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying, now I need to just back off. It's going to be too late. You see what I'm saying? You know, life gives you chance after chance after chance, and it's like you have to keep going through the same test. So what I'm telling y'all is, it's important to really start the question instead of just going with the flow. Because clearly, if you're on Twitter, Instagram, social media at all, you know what I'm saying, that's the influence capital. If somebody got 22K retweets on it, then apparently it's law. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody speaking the truth is like one like, nobody's going to pay attention to it. So you have to reprogram your mind, you know what I mean, to stop thinking about superficial shit that don't matter. You know what I mean? That likes don't validate anybody's point or opinion, and neither do retweets. But a lot of people getting their news off of social media outlets from other people's opinions who not doing their own research. So it's a mass ball of confusion. What I'm saying is start thinking for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, start to question what's going on. All right? All right.